He said he lowered it to my height. Well, as you can see, there is a height difference between some of us here too. So before I have some announcers announce our pieces, I do just want to quickly say thank you to all of the people who helped put this concert on together tonight. I know it was a big task from the custodians in setting out bleachers and setting out the risers and pulling down the tables and lots of extra work. So thank you to all the custodians. I also want to thank Mr. Liejo, who's up there doing our light and our sound and our recording tonight. So thank you very much, Mr. Liejo. Next, I'd like to thank all of the parents of all of our musicians. I know that I speak for Mr. Burmeister and Ms. Gasolini in that test. Okay, we're very proud of all of their hard work in getting to this moment. They have grown so much from the beginning of the year till now, and their ability on their instruments and their voices have just tremendously grown, not just physically, but musically. So I know my last one is to thank the students behind me for making my everyday so much fun. They are a blast to work with, and we're really enjoying making music together, not just putting notes and rhythms on the page. So thanks to everybody. Round of applause. And now I'm going to turn it over to the announcers.
Good evening, and welcome to the band's portion of the 7th grade spring concert. Please know that we will be switching the second and third pieces. Tonight, we don't have a story created about our pieces, but we will take you on a journey around and above the world.
Our first stop takes us to the country of Spain, where our song depicts the hustle and bustle of a busy life in Madrid. The different rhythms and tonalities remind us of Spanish music. If you listen carefully, you can hear the castanets, an instrument used in Spanish style of dancing called flamenco dancing. We hope you enjoy our first song, Streets of Madrid.
next song takes us out of this world, where Mission Apollo seeks to capture the adventure and excitement of the historic Apollo 11 mission. The music depicts some uncertainty in its altered scales and notes. It quickly builds as the rocket ignites and the astronauts ascend into space. The music will then slow back down to portray the view from the window and the awe and wonder the astronauts experienced that day.
After Neil Armstrong's famous One Small Step declaration, the music picks back up to depict their urgency to return due to limited power and oxygen. You'll hear as they enter back into Earth's atmosphere, completing their successful mission. Sit back, relax, and enjoy Mission Apollo.
Welcome back to Earth as we enter the United States of America and adventure to small islands on the outer banks of North Carolina. Here we will find wild horses that were protected back in 1998. The melodious flute solo performed by Ella Wade, Allison Moody, and Alice Montanini set the tone for our fast-paced horses to race in. Listen for sounds of horse feet and some styles and tonalities from America as we perform Shackleford Band.
Lastly, we take you across the ocean to the Arabian lands, where we meet some nomads setting up their camp for the evening. The clarinet solo, performed by Julia Zymek, intertwines with the marimba solo, performed by Nate Hoffman, representing the nomads setting up their camp. A Dietrich aria finishes the lyrical opening with the flute solo. As they build a campfire, they begin to celebrate.
The music depicts a festive atmosphere with clapping and 3 different instrumental groups representing the revelers taking their turn dancing at the edge of the fire. As much as you might want to clap along, we would encourage you to just enjoy our music making, please.
All of the instruments join together for an exciting dance for the finish. Thank you for coming to our concert tonight, and we hope you enjoy Arabian dances as much as we do.